Christian here from AndroidUnite.com with the ultimate case comparison video for your HTC One, HTC's latest flagship device. So you can see here I've got a ton of cases right next to each other. We're going to go through them one by one, see which ones are the best as far as barely there cases, some TPU cases, and also some dual layer protection cases. Everything from cheap, $3, $4, $5 cases on Amazon to the more expensive cases from name brands. I do not have any OtterBox cases. I don't like OtterBoxes. I've never reviewed an OtterBox. Probably will never review an OtterBox. If you like them, that's great. That's just not my cup of tea. I choose to go with more aesthetic than protection necessarily. And but I do have some pretty protective cases. As you can probably point out there, you'll see the Seidio and the Uag case, as well as a couple of Incipio ones that are pretty hardcore. The only thing missing essentially is a built-in screen protector that most of the OtterBoxes come with, and we all know that that screen protector is crap. So essentially most people end up removing it in the first place, and all you're left with is a crappy looking case, and I just don't like OtterBoxes. So before you even ask or make comments in the comment area, just know that from the get-go that it's not included here. So I'm going to go ahead and take my HTC One, as you can see here, lay it aside so that I can access the very first case, and this is a crystal clear polycarbonate case, very, very nice. It's called the K case. It is available roughly for about $6 or $7 on Amazon, and is Prime eligible. So if you've got a Prime account, you'll definitely be getting it in 2 business days. First and foremost, let me say that you're probably going to want a microfiber cloth in your pocket or keeping one at work and at home if you decide to purchase this case, mainly because it picks up a bunch of fingerprints. And so if you want your phone looking good, as I'm assuming you do if you end up getting one of these crystal clear cases, then make sure and carry a microfiber cloth with you. Installation is super easy. I always go volume rocker first and then just snap in. Doesn't make too big of a fuss. Taking it off is pretty easy as well. You just roll your fingers over. You'll see me do that on many of the other cases as well, and then it comes apart very easily. So let me just give you a quick look. As you can see there, it has absolutely no lay on the table lip here. The fronts, or I'm sorry, the bottom and the top are exposed, and the volume rocker is exposed as well. Very, very nice case. Allows you to see the aesthetics of the phone themselves. It will pick up a few scratches, but better the case than the phone. Cutouts are absolutely beautiful. Great for showing off your phone, but again, make sure and keep a microfiber cloth. Excuse me, I am getting over being sick, so I do apologize if I clear my throat once or twice. Microfiber cloth for sure needed on cases such as these. Like I said, slipping it off isn't that hard. You just gotta roll it over and then just take it apart. So that is the case. Moving along to the Frequency by Incipio. I love the design of this case. This is my absolute favorite TPU case, my go-to case. If I want something slim that'll still offer shock absorbent protection, this is definitely the one I go to. Go ahead and install it really quick. As you can see, there's absolutely no resistance when installing it or when taking it off. This is my favorite case mainly because of that feature. It's super easy to take off. I usually have a phone installed when I go to work, and once I get to work I take the case off and use the phone on a little pod prop. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that product, but they're a really cool little stand that I keep up at work. Considering getting one for the home, but yeah, definitely I wear a case to work, you could say, and then I take it off, and this one's definitely awesome to take off. Pretty easy, don't have to mess around. Not afraid that it's gonna pop out and jump out at me and possibly fall into the ground. Super easy case. Tactile response on the buttons is pretty good, even though it's covered. You got the exposed ports at the top, or at least cutouts for the ports at the top, ports at the bottom. They're all beautifully drilled, very centered, so no problems there. Incipio is a pretty known brand, and their quality is top-notch. Setting that case aside, moving on to the other Incipio case. Now, as you've noticed, I'm not going in any particular order. This one happens to be probably, in my opinion, the best protective case I've got out of all of the ones here. But it's extremely bulky, and I haven't found myself using it all that often. First and foremost, this silicon inner core is very, very rigid. I'm going to try to take it off here, and you'll hear it pop. It kind of reminds me of TPU. Look at that. That's just crazy. This is definitely a TPU-like material, even though we know for a fact it's silicon. But it's a two-piece dual protection case, which this cushions your actual device, and then you just set it in volume rocker side first because it does need to fit into that groove there. Then just snap it in. It's got about a 3mm lip, the biggest by far out of any of these cases, and it is also extremely bulky. Just out of comparison, this is the TPU case, and this is the case. So extremely bulky, the bulkiest case I've got. But again, in my original review, if you want to check it out on YouTube, I literally said I felt like I could chunk this device at the wall with this case installed and absolutely nothing would happen to it. I still stand behind that. This is a tank, yeah, I mean, whether it falls face down with that 3mm lip, even the camera on the back has that 3mm recession, or a recessed camera port there. So definitely top of the line protection here, even though you may be gaining a ton of weight and a ton of bulk. The only thing that saves this case is the fact that aesthetically it looks amazing. It is an Incipio case, so they do take design into consideration. Definitely love the look of this case. It's just too bulky for me. This is probably as bulky as I'll go before getting an OtterBox, and again, I've already expressed my feelings about those. So next up is the Seidio active case, the dual layer protection case with a built-in kickstand. If you saw my review of this case, you'll notice that it props up your phone very nicely when viewing media or listening to music and such. This is also my go-to case when I'm gaming on my Moga controller because I have hands off and just playing with my Moga controller. Front-facing speakers on the HTC One, perfect for gaming. So here is a silicon insert, and I mean you saw that the other one, how hard it was to squeeze, and this one's super easy. This is what everybody thinks of when they think of silicon. Definitely not that over there. So same installation process. Just make sure that it covers all four corners, and I tend to go one side, fit these three prongs in first, and then just push one by one. This is what it looks like from the front, and offers access to the charging port there at the bottom. Sorry if my camera, there we go. And then the top, you'll notice that the power button / IR blaster is covered. That's definitely a sad thing because I hate to see a feature lost with one of these cases. The volume rocker is also covered, but it provides awesome tactile feel. So definitely no worries there. But if that's a big deal to have this covered, I would maybe consider cutting it out, as it does have that groove there, making it easy to just take a knife and cut around it. But definitely up to you. This is definitely it's called active for a reason. So their intention was for you to take it out in the great outdoors and provide maximum protection there, and so obviously they wanted to cover the ports and the volume rocker as well, so it didn't incur any damage if it happened to fall. So anyway, that is the Seidio active case, and it is shown here in the garnet red color, which is a slightly metallic look, but it is called the garnet red. I love this thing. Definitely, I call it my Spider-Man case because this alone kind of looks like the Spider-Man emblem, especially against a black backdrop. And I love the way that it wraps around your device, these little prongs. It's definitely awesome. Anyway, removing these now. And this is the Uag case. I've got both of the Uag cases here. I'm going to go ahead and let you take a look at them both at the same time. Got the orange, thinking that it was going to be closer to a burnt orange. I'm a huge UT fan, but unfortunately it's more of a Tennessee orange, just in case you were wondering. I'm not sure what the representation is here in the video itself, but it is indeed a Tennessee orange, or like a pumpkin orange kind of deal. But the case is extremely light. They're a composite case, so even though it offers the dual layers of protection, they're molded into one single piece, so they're able to shave off weight and shave off bulk. And so these things are awesome. Probably one of my favorite cases of all time, actually. So I'm not sure where they got their design inspiration from, but it definitely reminds me of a Hummer with these bumpers here, reinforced bumper corners, and the UAG brushed aluminum built in there to the case, and these little torque screws, exposed torque screw heads. I'm not sure if you can see it very well there. There you go. Yeah, definitely a good look, very industrial looking. Let me see how it installs in the case. I know how it installs in the case. I at least take this case to work maybe 2-3 times a work week. And so anyway, insert the bottom two first, and then it just snaps into place super easy. Taking them off just as easy. Just do the exact same thing. It does have what I believe is TPU here, so it does bounce back. It's not as flexible as silicon, and it's also got, like I said, those reinforced corners. And something to point out is they've got these little notches, these little raised, I'm not sure what to call them, little pegs, so that when your case is face down, the actual case itself doesn't get scratched. So nobody likes to have a scuffed up case. Cutouts for these are probably the best I've ever seen on a case. I'm going to try to catch it in the light there. As you can see, absolutely nothing but glass. That's how accurate they are. There's no give whatsoever. They're perfectly cut out for this device, and it does allow your device to lay flat, so there's no wobbling, because it does take away that curve of your natural curve of the phone. It makes it flat. Definitely like that. Offers about a 2mm face down lip protection there. Definitely a great case, great protection, great price, good look, winning all around pretty much. Setting these aside, this is again one of my favorite cases. This is the dual layer protection case known as the Dual Pro Cf. The one we looked at earlier was the Dual Pro, just the original Dual Pro. This is, and don't be confused or turned away when I say that this one is bulky. This one is not that bulky. I'll do a quick comparison here for you guys to see. Even though the core, where they meet might be similar, the fact that this one has a curved back, so really you should be measuring from here to there. And when you really take that into consideration, this one is so much lighter and so much smaller feeling in the hand. And so, like I said, there's got a silicone insert here that you just apply to your phone and then slip in volume rocker first. Snaps in nicely. Great feel in the hand. I absolutely love the print. I say print, it's not necessarily a texture, but it is a carbon fiber print. Nothing raised, it's completely smooth. And it's got that shine to it that I really like too. Incipio branding there on the back. Camera cutouts are absolutely perfect. Everything we've come to expect from Incipio themselves. And everything is open, including the IR blaster there. Don't confuse this with the Shine case. The Shine case, I believe, has the power port / IR blaster covered. This is the Dual Pro Cf. Carbon fiber is what that CF stands for. So one of my favorite cases for sure. Taking it off is extremely easy. And so moving on, this next one is, let's see here, the new Poetic palette case. This one came out recently, within the last week, I believe. And it's got a beautifully rubberized soft touch coating on the back. The only thing I've ever seen it similar to this is the Seidio cases, both the active and the surface, have this beautiful rubberized soft touch coating, and nothing's ever come close to those except for this. I definitely think they figured out the formula, and it's a great light case. Offers absolutely no lip whatsoever either, so I wouldn't encourage you to put it face down, but it is a beautiful light form-fitting case that offers you access to everything on the bottom and on the top, including the volume rocker there. Sorry, the reason I'm chopping it with my fingers is so that the camera zooms in quicker, like that. So anyway, cutouts are spot on, black on black, tone on tone, whatever you want to call it. It is a beautiful look, especially on a black HTC One, and I definitely am going to enjoy using this case since I haven't gotten to use it too much. Since it was barely released, I got it in the mail not too long ago. Getting it off is fairly simple as well. You just, again, roll your fingers over, and that's it. So putting that aside, let me take out the cruiser light case. Now, I will say that this, along with these other two, are completely different designs. They go by different names, and I'm going to attempt to quote them here for you. First, we've got the Bug Droid, I believe, followed by the Android Army or the Bug Droid Army, not really sure, and then the circuit board case. These are all TPU cases. They all look, they all feel the exact same. These two are pretty much identical except for the design themselves. This one offers a little ridged side there for you to get a good grip, good hold on the case. They have gotten some use out of them, and because of that, they've gotten a little foggy. This used to be crystal clear, used to be able to see through it, but unfortunately, it's fogged up there a bit because of scratching on the surface and such. This is the circuit board case. I'm not sure if you can see it very well there. There you go. Very cool design. Uses both matte and glossy finishes there, and same with this one. As you can see, the glossy is actually creating the Bug Droid Army there. So I'm going to go ahead and fit one instead of fitting them all, just to hurry things along. And these are kind of hard to get on. You saw me get the frequency case, which is also a TPU case, on fairly easily, but these are definitely harder to get on, and I don't like that. But I guess if you don't change cases very often, then that's all right. But there you go. It hugs your device very closely. It's got this rubberized side here, so I mean it feels really sticky. You're definitely not going to drop this accidentally. Black on black always looks good, and the cutouts are exactly what we've come to expect from Cruiser Light, which is top notch. Exposed ports there, so nothing is inaccessible. And so moving along, we've got the Bare Motion case. This may be known among many circles as a one of the sandpaper cases, but trust me, this is as smooth as a baby's blanket. Seriously, like probably one of the softest cases I've ever touched. Has the consistency of cardboard. I'm not really sure what it's composed of. It might have been recycled materials, I'm not sure. Again, it's called Bare Motion, offered for under $10 on Amazon. Can't quote you the exact price, but I've definitely enjoyed having it on my phone. I've taken it to work twice since I've gotten it, and the only case I've ever come across that offers an opening for the micro SD slot there, so, or micro SIM card slot rather. Exposed bottom and exposed top, and volume rocker, of course. And like I said, this is the gray edition. They've got black and green and blue, but I've got all these black cases. I really wanted something that would contrast the black well, and I think I made a good choice here. Super nice, definitely grippy, gets rid of the slipperiness of the actual phone, and it adds barely any bulk. Again, absolutely no lip on these suckers, so don't put them face down if you can. It pretty much adds no weight and no thickness, since it does have the consistency of cardboard. I mean, you know how much cardboard weighs. So taking them off, Actually, I should probably take off this side. There we go. I'm not sure why this side always seems to come off nicer. Maybe it's just in my head. Anyway, that is the bare motion case. And let me just compare these ultralight cases really quickly since I've already gone through all of them. I'm going to take this one out and take this one out. These are almost identical as far as how much weight or how much bulk they add to the phone. Not sure if you can zoom in too well with that because of the clarity of it, but I mean, check that out. They might as well be siblings. Completely different companies, beautiful, beautiful light cases, and not going to offer much protection as far, I mean, apart from scratch protection on a desk. If these were to fall, no matter what direction or what angle they fell on, it'd probably end up denting your phone. So just know that. Those are for the people who love aesthetic more than protection. I like aesthetic more than protection on some days, on an office day. If I was going to the playground, definitely wouldn't take that with me. Next up is the Seidio Surface Case. This is the two-piece slide-on case with a carbon fiber pad on the inside. These used to come with felt on the inside, but now they've got this carbon fiber little pad there. It's got that really nice soft touch rubberized coat on the outside, and they fit on the phone really nice. I got the black one since I got the black phone, and it looks awesome. I love the way they excuse me, do the little groove around the camera. Nice touch there. Most people just drop it off. They actually made a soft little groove there. The microphone, the noise canceling microphone is definitely very nicely drilled there. The hole is exposed port there at the top, the bottom. There you go. Nothing on the left, but on the right you can see the volume rocker. And to take it off, you just press down on this little indentation there and pull towards you. Don't pull out, pull towards you, and it should be coming off fairly easily there. None of these cases that I've shown you so far have scratched my phone in the slightest, although it does pick up a ton of dust. Fingerprints haven't been that bad, but dust is horrible. Last but certainly not least is the Sup Case. Now the reason I got this is because I wanted the Poetic borderline case, but I wasn't willing to drop whatever amount it was at the time. Got this case for I think $5 or something crazy. It's got the polycarbonate back, super clear back, just as clear as the case. But it also came with TPU, pretty sticky TPU material on the outside, which added that extra protection. So it is, I mean, it offers more protection than the case for sure. Inserting this into your phone is kind of tricky because it's so tight. I heard people say the exact same thing about the actual Poetic case, that it was super tight, kind of hard to get on. Same thing here. Getting off is much worse than getting on. Kind of sharp here on the edges. It does offer maybe like 1.5 millimeter face down protection there. I definitely like the fact that the edges are surrounded by TPU. Yeah, just for that extra shock absorbency. You can still see the design of the case, perfectly clear. Again, you're going to want to carry a microfiber cloth with you if you got this case, because more than likely you got this case because you want to show off the design of the actual phone. So let it serve its purpose and therefore keep it clean. Taking it off, like I said, is kind of interesting. I really don't like taking off this case, but it needs to be done. There we go. So those are my cases. Out of the entire lot, I'm going to show you now my top 5, and so I'm going to go through them fairly quickly. First and foremost, the Incipio case. My go-to TPU case, one of my favorite all-around cases. Doesn't get any scratches. I like the way that they use the glossy and the matte finish. Love the actual design on the back, this little frequency design. Cutouts are spot on, super easy to take on and take off. Definitely one of my work week cases there. The case I haven't had for too long, but I absolutely love it. It is very sticky, so it's not going to slip out of your hand no matter what. Definitely enjoying this case. It's gotten a few scratches, like I said, but as long as you keep your device clean and the case itself clean, it's great for showing off the HTC One. That's my second choice. These are in no particular order, by the way. Third would be the Uag Case. Definitely in love with this case. If I do anything outdoors, whether it be taking my baby girl to the park or going out for a stroll with the dog or anything like that, or playing a sport and happen to leave my phone on the sideline, this is the case I take. I know it can take a beating. Very rigid, very light, and very protective dual layer composite case. Fourth would probably be this Incipio Cf case. Would be my other go-to case for during the week. I work in the corporate environment, and this is a must-have because it looks so good. It offers great protection, and it feels great in the hands. The Incipio Dual Pro Cf. Don't confuse it with the original Dual Pro or the Dual Pro Shine. Even though it does look shiny, it is the Dual Pro Cf, and it does come with the exposed power port, like I said earlier. Like the Shine covers it up, I believe. This is the best case from Incipio. Apart from this other one, but as far as protection goes. Lastly, I love this two-piece Seidio case. Love the rubberized feel on the back. It does pick up some scratches, but not too bad. And it hides the fingerprints fairly well. I love the carbon fiber padding on the back. It's not, it doesn't really help the case too much, but it looks really good. Every time people see carbon fiber, they immediately think premium. Snaps on fairly easy, snaps off fairly easy. Cutouts are spot on, and it feels great in the hand. Definitely good in the hand. So that is my choice. Do you guys have any questions about these cases or any of the other ones I showed you here a second ago? Feel free to drop a line in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe to our channel, follow us on Twitter @DroidUnite, and go to our website www.androidunite.com for much more to come. Now, just to give you a little preview of something that just came in the mail today, I'm going to be reviewing, doing an unboxing and a walkthrough of, is this Rave Power Dynamo on the Go power bank. This is a, I believe, 10,400 milliamp hour 2.1, I believe, output, amps output power pack. And so I know a few of you guys have been asking me for some suggestions as far as power banks that charge at 2 amps, since you guys don't like, taking forever to charge your phone on the go. On most other power banks that I've reviewed in the past have always been 1 amp output. This is a 2 amp output power bank, and so definitely looking forward to breaking into this box and putting it through the paces about a week or two, and then letting you guys know what I think. So we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. Bye bye.